komo
Mami fanchi modima what wahwefo na the tosi me fa mama hu kani.
Hey,
Mrs. Lizzie Oppong.
okay.
Good. Sikasem na hyase free emra wushi oba na anase mumienu ye madwensem be ware. Ehwa na ehsesem ye de. Ewo sem hyase de e kan sikasem. Because baby aye ko no. Yese enkoti adrombre no ane aha. Sika if adaware no kra na ye be ware na sika na ye de be ware. Ade bi ebeto wo bia ye sikasem. It right from tama ye share na ye gitum se ye be ware. E was ye hyase de.
Na san komo ni edi ni sen won no eja enche na nipa brandi nipa enibrefo
yes
ana say obayi jabre oni esikanti no wonam ye bebre nim de say it's always better to come prepared enti san komo ni edi ni sen eja
yes even saying enye obi anu worry marriage is for the matured it is a munye unsun so be worry un ben aware ho so why you wadwin so be worry ho say omo omadwumu do ene ware enti se obi a oni ne ka obi a nadwumu do bia oni ne ka ade a ede nsunsuaso bia enya bitima bo modachi ho a eni se nipa ni se onya adwen foforo bi se bia opesika na se bia odi sa de nbe den ebeta age one baby a ye koyi se ye best for you ye bedaw ye bia ebudan ya ye betueska onya bia ya me depend on baby a wote Omon ba be fa bola on beji muska mo be tonsuo koko mo be event mo betua library mo be kwa adwuma ni nyina mo betua ka
edanka
dan na mo dem no kwa betua nka abofra na ma wo no dwo nso adai pa betua sebi opupu a betua everything is about money so it is one of the essential things also right from once mo sha say kan once
enkomo ben se me pese me hunu
ni edi kan komo ni be sha enkomo ni be sha say ni edi kan e wo say ade bi adwuma. First is about transparency. Trust
no
credit. When you know the deja, you know very few. I will say you did no prepare or one.
And say no credit na ye di no credit say oba ni ji 10 cedi be ma ni ji say and I said dear
good say no prepare ni nya ba sa no credit ni nya ba afi de be kan bia ho nya din okay me teku na o je simple fine say me teku na je simple before say me ka say ye di sika no be den kora no I was say me hu wo ankasa wo financial history
why na ekohunu why financial history
me hu so te so hu me de it in the last 6 months you know last 1 year then now do sika we then like how have you been saving who save and now spend it and now we then you see then now in the last one you come here didn't know here then now why in the last one why you my be busumi be
nsoni
inti busumi nsi what's it be saying
I was so busa
and we project be and now go school because something must say bibi and friends edi usika say bibi and usika dey say usika no e be da ho no
you want to say we have this notion say be man na ohwefie in fact say even in counseling you kire ensenia you counselor wari for no you say be man no any three in fact the man should be a father should be a husband and a provider they're both the spiritual and physical enti ba say be man wo na wo ba be hwefie no ba na be boa wo enti be man no wo fifi oba ni sika semu a wa hu ni sika na wo ba be ya na say yenti asie ye be yenti asie
Bible na ye kan to de bia ye enti na ma bibira so say first nyame born ne seso boafo my mom Sam Phantom so wo ko nsuo na nsuo so so was one nsuo pen de also ye nsuo no eni ma mienu e da se ne ho ye den sene so be so nsuo mu amaso afiri stis na ho atọ
sa
ana no ho den ye pepepe oso mu na wo boa na why den was
nsuo
se nipa na also ye nsuo no se ne ho nya den te se wo a usu no bonse nsu na ede na hwegu so enti se wo pe helper or help meet or help suitable for a purpose and a help fit na also be an ho ye den sew and an ho ye den sene
enti wo pa kire se wo kwa ware no
anka se wo yire no oye oba enti eni se onye sika sene and so no sika wo pa na je say we dey o sika sene menti o mu me and mini o sika penti na che say e friend is saying o meka bi obeka bi
eja asema musanti say ansa no be na adwene so be ware no e wo say nipa na okọ ware no you obi o ye adwuma
o ye resourceful
aha me hu asem bi she queen ano enti me hu so na
ya de shop no kan ya me no kore pa say kwa akopɛ obi obɛboa wa sɛ wonkɔpɛ obi a woni ahoɔden na mmoa no ɛkyerɛ sɛ ti kɔpɛ obi ɔne wahoɔden ɛyɛ pɛ anaasɛ no bro so na ɛkyɛ sɛ ɔno no ɛbɛ balance
yes
we ananyɛ saa na
sa pepepe mami ɛtɛ obi ankɔfo bebre yɛm fom so bebre ɔmo pɛ so mo wari obi a bi a ɔmo ho ɛden sene no ɔmo obi sene no sɛ na bɛ ɔmo tia na wada na wamoto okɔfa saa nipa na wa bebre kyɛ ɛbɛbo ɛbɛsi atwa wo ma
Christopher ya ne ye nukura ni sɛ ye preach sɛ ukowari sikani a ase sika ye boni bi me wa bible si sika ya ade nyina even in most families unya obi owo sika na sikafo aware ye nhyeso ni de be de ase adwum se uwari sikani enye sikafo aware enye doctrine na edi nipa bebre nya
Ecclesiastes chapter 4 verse 9 to 12 I say two are better than one.
Yes.
Or can one check the next line or see because they have good return on their investment. That's the next one.
Mami bi se wasem fa resources no ho agya. Obi akɔware obi nsɛm yɛ pa. Ma bi akɔware oba ne nsɛm yɛ pa. Na ɔpɛ ɔboafo nti wakɔware obi ane. Be ma ne nsɛm yɛ na ɔpɛ ɔboafo. Ɔsɛme ma oba ne nya adwuma ma ne ntena fie. Na ɔnhwɛ fie. Na wɔmmoa no yɛ ntete nwofra no. Ɛno nso so kyerɛ sɛ wɔba ne resourceful ana.
Yes, say a friend is saying a virtuous woman no fit read the Proverbs 31. It's not necessary say the bia say o kodwoma na o ton wade. Na mumpo sika na ni kun de man. So on fan hwefie no. Otimi manage ni yi ana. Otimi hwe ni yi ana. Efie na o no it's a whole work on its own.
Because you can finances.
It's a whole thing all together. O hwe nkura, wo di omu ko school. We breakfast we Odi nkura no call ya we breakfast mom we utwitwi nchens me also beda no abey lunch and not bottle off lunch ni kura nyere na ese okokofo mo ba obekokofo mo ba ye omo yeso mu didi a mo obedwa obewe na anwumre di aso eti so ba e wo fie no o hwefie a enye sa tetetem na kan say your friends say housewife as if so ni hwie it's a whole work on its own.
Yes.
So enti de pa fie bi e di ma obi a no otimi kura ni yi
je no so manage sika no.
Yes. Ye discount share won sem ofie so yi oto de wo so oto akrata de no oto ana se scan oje a no ode de oye na afi na de be den ati aye pansa wo say what plan say o minim say me de bi a 2000 and 1000 and 500 e betwa e be na awotwe kwansini na be ka say asa ayasa pe bon se na
ode ye den ontimi nchire
Ejanti enchise be na wosa awarefo edigwa wo se yenni nkomo ahyase enu ko se hu hia
pa
wa ya adwuma mfie bebre ansa na mehia sika no uhunu enti se me ba o dikan yi we ya no na fe yemra enchise wo se edigu wo no ba ma na ya adwuma be ye 4 years in quite a good company and so ni dressing munye se bia sika no de bebi oni ajapade bia oni ka bia ni sise na tese ono no akoye se wo disca blows sika nko be ma sa na so ba sa ye ware no
eno mami ka ofidie so sika ewo ne sika so be kura o se wo betimi akura o so betimi aye o di kan egina nipa no ni sika ne ye ni sika su obia wo sika su say me ska the chief say let's say me 200 this month say adwen be na about team kan and the chief sika so obi sika ne ba ni nsem a otwen say bia obedi obi so twere so de beto obi so twere so obebo ano obi ani ni sika so obi nya sika okra obi nya sika okra sika ne say okra onya sika bebre na okra na oboaboa e na ode bo ne ho ban obi so nya sika ne ba ni nsem a odi obi so obi hu say yes aba ni nsem no hu say yes bra wo bra ba krom obinyes kan so de show se na be ankofo be den e be gina tum obinyes kan so pese ne ho na adofo no se mra sika ba mi se de
mama obi
se mama obi na be yiri hu se yes me do na mpa obi ani se ni sika sutie eti nipa na ni sika su be che se ni osika ehwe sika enye sika ne dodo a wunya na mu sika su ne be che se na odi sika be
wow
eni tu be hu se obi wo ho no mo a oni ni wo adwuma mu ebi a wo nanim se no ye tua wo ye se no eso ne ho ntrenda de bi oba adwuma de bi o ma obebisa atakuda de bi oba wo hwe ni fie no bank to bi kwa na makwa do so no ma na bisa na wo sika eti oye den na utimi eti de hwe nkra bebe nyina na still that's what na be fe kwa ne bia mo ba kwa na mienu so bo so no bedu finfin na mo wo sika su ni sika su enyepe
eja wo sika su nti se no nti shebe ne emfe nwu akwan mu ene wo bo awarefo bi
enti awarefo ye din hihye no before me din hihye no beba no menim se ebi a mere onya sika ono oboa no ono pass ni sika be firi nsam de lalai me so be me show penhwe enti e wose nyina eti e ho ase ne edi kan se kwa me show penhwe ama sika de oboa no nti ama boa me na me so me bo onye de bia na ye ye ne fe nchem ene nye de sika bia so ne edi nti enya hu sa na ne de to a ne ya hwe akora bu ye ko ehe ne ye pese ye ko eden ye pese ye the purpose will determine the drive, the speed. Because see him say ye ko ha, and be chem de kakro ye betu. And it oh, ye pese be enfie be nu fie mi ensan fie nan. Ye pese be tina obi afie bi. Because him de be make say bin chira me say it is better to live in your own single uncompleted room than to live in somebody's plush apartment.
Hefty rent.
And first, we plan to cut all offense recurring debts. Enti ye sha se bobo scan say nyame adom ne nya ebi eden bi a ye besi. Enti ye bobo no. Say dan esi ani so a we save towards it. Say ye si o say ye to do e be kire ye sika no dodo a ye beden ye de beto wonom. Number 2 ebe ye da ye so no be kire say bi a o ye be sha se a wontem and ye be twentwen so ansa ne awo. Na no ba na mekan bi ye da so no be kire say ebi a ye betu kwan enti ye krakra ska kopin sem pepe so say ne mpese ye betena kroma ye betu enti ye ade aye nyina no ana asa me be yesu ko aduru no ye nko ye nim ye pese ye ko ye nim kakra masters boarding nyame adom am no papa do we first degree masters di aba ba ye meka enti e was say to anti ye nhwe say afi de be krakra enti next year na wo ko ana next year na me meko nyame adom 2 years ana say 1.5 years you announce why then what's ko good enti no the purpose will determine the drive.
Yes, sir. For you know, in talking about finances, almost so, and then they want to plan their lives and how we are going to see card here, then watch it in Nano. When do they have to talk about a joint account? Do they even have to have a joint account? And no was separate account. Nana ubia one account, but ubia there's an accountability. But ubia one account. And I say, ye now your account, by your account ba kwa. Ye ni na de a certain percentage. Edukogum ye nim se sa account no de towards a den bia e pese ye si na daache. Towards ye ma education future bi. And I say towards a bia on say ya na save okay your family see a BBC when you dey sabe kwakobom bo bia won de ne de. Does that conversation, or do we get to have that conversation before or then after we are married? And then is it really important to have that?
It is better to have it before you marry.
Okay.
Good. Now, and the two shall become one. One in mind, one in heart, one in spirit, and one in finances as well.
Absolutely.
So it is nothing wrong, and it is a perfect idea to have a joint account. You can have your separate account individually, but having a joint account that a certain quota of money goes into it. Says, who discuss a credit to Abrinia Bribia? Says, go with the young Sanka. Young say, financing our dream. Call it financing our dream account. Say, ye sika nubia, ye sika Dave, in a honor, baby, ye shut down copper boom corner, Ashaka, maybe it be a 10% be and 5% be and 15, depending on how much you are earning. And that will a bit hang out person or two. It's the two. We have a separate account. We have an account that we always running account. In fact, say yeah account here running account. It be about some now we the 20 cities kotoa, maybe 15 cities are better account for the fee, you know. Na niaka yeah then you do. And no all your account run. But we don't go over here because here is more or less like we are finding our dream. Yeah, because only when it's necessary. It's fit for the purpose that we want to.
Or extreme emergencies.
Extreme emergencies. Yeah, and so be some contingency. And yeah, I've been saying BBC ABC. If I come back, never say yeah, then it's me call na Yakubu. Then I make us in Beatrice be say, to say, oh, you're out. No, afraid. Auntie Wilson say, my wife just gave birth. How can your wife just give birth? Your wife has been pregnant for 9 months.
For 9 months.
She can't just
You've
give
been
birth.
expecting. That's why they call expectant
You must
mothers.
plan for that. You can't just get up and call, oh, Queen, my wife just give birth. Can you sort me out? How can your wife just give birth? She's been pregnant for all this while. Were you planning towards it?
Wow.
You know, say, a friend is saying, we are then you do June, maybe we rent here and soon December. From that time on, you don't just get up and say,
surprise.
And you're surprised. ABC.
Yeah,
my misa won common far a year some decisions that a married couple should make financially about their children. And probably no yani ka say my baba waro my baba waro oba intinesia like you rightfully said and I like it. Say me da parents as wo matimi the wakobi. Say see my baba waro de na aka ye me meka intine ye but e ka say me so meka na che say me boa won so wo de kakraba me de kakraba because mo frabam bills wo mu but obon so ba bi wo hɔ a wajani ni na so na be ware me nti wajani ni na kugu papa no ekonso and then there has to be future plans for the children because areas in your woman sabio obi atimi firim obi afiri mu pe then the question of single parenting starts and when it starts onipa ba akona akwese na wo ye emienu adwuma and when you have those preparations eya na ekuhyin wo kakra whose responsibility is it financially to be able to cushion certain things? And I was here to say, yeah, ni say chimpe, papa, into nebia, mefa light, mafa water, mafa school fees. One so fa emofran entire shemu madidiem, sketching bia wo mobeko, nyama keten, na fe one so fa teku anasipo, one so fa see towards omweyi. Saying na omubeti means why and you kind of joint account there. But what are some of the things that they can do financially?
First thing that I would say is if you're a man, live and train your wife to live like a widow. That she can always take care of the family, even in your absence. The first thing.
Can you
so we are Bema. Titi oyere man internase ti say bia woni ho no say bi wa free mu. Say wa chimpo obetimi ahwefie.
Na che say no. Sasabi oni sika odi bedman na wo man dwetire ana
say anything American say oni de wo tete no man internase man intini entity say woni ho. I'm not saying say
Jabibia go no so independence
man independent financially kwan bia so obeboa no amanatimi agina say na dwuma wo ye no boa no man ngina ntiti bia ni nimde bia betimi ade aboa no amana kura sika on shi sika no kura no response
na obi na ma obi entity eso mo nshiska obi wa ni sika so ye sika hie o
yes entina am say tete no man ka say ka kire no o ka kire ndia ye ka na waka obetimi aka you can complain and it will not work
but tete no
hey
we identity wo yire eja educate us a little bit
hwe obetimi atete obi a menka access san but tete no
waka say wo so menka access san no me say tete no nti ye hwe kwan be fa tete ni
say mene wo ewo ho no mene wo ewo ho na se abribia me bibia ma na onsa nka onan ka na se impo kra me diska kra ma na se me wo se iska kra o enya hwe at the end of the day no masayo
okay
masayo ebedu baby na ebia na ebi ni ho but because de oye bia ye hwe han na oye de openity no afi chia hu kwa abefa so abetre no hu how abe because sana de bia watena nembum so nim say number 1 yesika yesika misika usika usika misika obehwe so yi because misika share
musika share
okay anything no se wo so mu na wo hwe a semi wo semi no wo unim de o tin how obe yi su sika no any de o de behwe fie na sabi bibi poni ho ana se bibi sia wagina say e friend say
brane
etumi afi echire because ankoba ne sa na koba say de bia daddy na eye oh daddy better abre yen daddy na ekọ obi kura daddy na kojom daddy kojom daddy na to man kura enkura ta de kura ni ba bi o daddy na kotu school fees say school fees no here fama yede kotu ya
mani hunu ni a wo ye
yes wo here feeding fashion in some enya say yes Bronya ye be didwa. Menya be ma na kodwom koto ba o mi do kodwom o se sika, ma ni kodwom ko se sika. Ono akoro na ko se sika na. O chebe ni besua ade. Sana no ko ya koto ni meswo adi nke ko na ye ni se nka bebo nka bronya nka ye won chire. So kind of manti o e di sua ade. Enya hwe. Ya foforo be ko bi Easter beba. Ye be sia ko. Nkran be bi school January. You better books. You better papa. You incorporate your wife in your financial life.
Can be also incorporate your wife in your financial life.
Yes.
Make her a part of it.
Make her a part of it. Everything that is good, every penny that is going in, that is coming in, and that is going out. She is aware.
John Sam bisa wasam. Nadia may bias kakram because I na akoba ne se aware no na mama me bias kakram. Yes sir. Obere ma be ware oba na obema no some sort of allowance. So ye adwuma, so nye adwuma. Unim say man usually are the spendthrift. Menka say mema nye spendthrift. Mema enso pe won atoto in their own way. Obema bi mpentare atoto bo enso pe gadget pa ohu a na nani. Bema bi pe shoe pe belt. Owo belt pa be ye 5. Ohu foforo ne 4 beto. Ti obema enso so to me ye spendthrift sa. But a man ya na ye de aba ye sai cause ye wo ma ohu pa bo beto. Mpa wem koto ama me ba. Enti ye de hye. Yes, sir, against everything, no. Very Mabeka say, oh, the mommy get allowance every now and then. And no fashion, who mammy. Mamma fashion, who be a fair. What to ama who, and now who be a fair. What time, mamma, fran, and no cat. You may be, sir.
No question, they say, women are wired to depend on men.
Yes.
No matter how much you earn. So, Kukura. Now money is car. Oji, let's say Oji 10,000. Now Oji 3,000. In fact, she's interested in your 3,000
oh,
as
yes.
well. And you know, women naturally are wired to depend on men. Eti we see can no there. Ye chiche sikani na neka. Ade efe. Ai ma ye ni ji ofi. And they say, Oye feel say she's financially secured. It is a component. Say 200 imponents.
You can't
when young cranny dear, no way, where yeah, now you're consistently. And yes, no, no, it is a the case you wound to me, and get to buy and consistently say, only say, I never say, I could see the yen was more the 200 people say, yes.
Ade ni je ba fie. Ade na oba betimi ayama berima. Sese me free bias no. Ade na oba so betimi ayama berima financially.
So ye boafo.
Na
oyo boafo no nkire se bia oto na ohwe. Oyo boafo. Oh, akwasi nsu meso ha. We see betimi aboa we. And ade yen dey no say ya trase kwa na ye di sika nkomo a. We know what we use our money for. So there is a pool of money we spend from. So the obetimi ayana say your contribution a to one. What would you do?
Let's make a baby say be an aberima, a be a median cameye. Minim so be a bontia 1 year, be an uknu na or sonyama baby. Like you said, women are wired to depend on men regardless of how much they're making for themselves. And what be a yipa provision store man a wash a mumma. And so her would ye crab so me woman she is washing woman so him send it here yes say bia oba so beka say oh me kunu start school ye busumi bia no ye the 200 sie baby but me kunu start school or say na month so me kunu books bia water do so papa nti ayo ka say bia me kunu month die me fa 200 no me de beka me so me 200 na me de akɔhye media kusi 200 na ye de ma every month this month no ma me ntwia nso mfa ma because wonim se pressure bi aba utumi ye niama nketenkete bi saa na financially and so so ko ba dia na because me ma 200 da wawu
metia
me just wo
What do you mind me? I got to
with interest.
What do you mind me, dear?
Or the 200 neighbor, or the 400.
It's me, Mosika was so coach. I wouldn't be a mouse is here. Mammy, now we need 100. Oh, me 150. Mamma, where you bet you 300.
They be a Proverbs 31 woman. So, trust them so you couldn't go through. Australia, how much? A crayfish, or yes, so many things. And he said, then I'll beat my own. Depend on the situation, I can so one will be a bit me a buano. Kakra be a bit me a beer. And yan a dodo, but if you come upon Kakra bit my yamokun, a son any pa, a son any pa. I never called the beer mechanic say, so what do we need to do in Amaukuna? I didn't head so do Sika Beman.
Yanko pon cry any sao.
Would you nip a duany now? What the amount of family the ope? A basic as man who quack between Unipedia and Usika, the name more valuable.
Oppong Kyekyeku Unipeduani valuable, but was here the value now to Sika.
And now you have to reverse it between yourself and your money. Which one is more valuable? If a Usika,
it should be yourself.
A bonus say, would be crazy, but say, oh, that's a Mianca Sana crown of crime, Damamikunu. Namisika. So should it be difficult for you?
Is that a question of? Is that the question of? You know, when you talk about money, there's trust issues.
See, I started by talking about the attitude and the money, friends, and language,
and the conversations.
And the conversation. See, all of us have the money language, and all of us has money attitude. It is a what in the panisika, and not listening in Nipa Bant here. A bomb almost sending Missika. Yeah. If you want my aircon, you say, oh, I could see, and as I draw the same in Sika 70. You can't want some year, 1 year, young Wojuma, send a baby queen. But it be popular, I'm not surprised.
Okay.
Because many Musika sem and send a Uzika. Obua, and I did we know and started dark rope. If the baby will free back. If you will free, send an animal, Papa Musika 70. Even with fears, you can't share them beyond terms out. It is a case like Yamima. It don't know Musika. Not the BB Yaba.
A job at also be a be a uknu, baby or Ginano, and Yami any money. Oh, Sika. 100 need 200 now, with the man on the shed dying. So, to a baby, maybe, or baby bet to me, I can say. Said me who's a beer, me couldn't be being coya, meto be. I tell me, Fanny say beer, why not you say beer, you couldn't be or the phone, but be in boxes. Bia Messi Salmon, and I said, be a slipper, be a metal bechemikuno, and I watch be metal bechemikuno. Does it always have to be financial?
Mammy Mao says, I'm putting them in front is always seeking near down for. Always go BBR. In the birthdays, my better idea now.
Oh, better idea.
Oh, better idea.
Nia, who saw no pay. On say, I made mistake, say, men who phone where I am a fair, intimate talk or baby.
I don't know, make us say, you know, I go back to Niawoka, and it's a very valid advice for me. Say, I say, Nipa baby, even Yemma cry, you was a problem. We all bow, we were maybe I was Kakakra one semi or some may I mean, Nimia men talk from Mano. But eh, be a sa 200 year make us say, they be able so me na ye 200 ye 200 is ye. Nasa de no wonim say e bi kura na pressure ne da no so say oko school but nko obenya 200 ne de aba because say ade amahye say wo say ope 200 ne de ba but o ka say 200 de see ade me say oko school to books panty mame entue mu 15 fama e be yo so wo bibia but na ni so papa e ya adwene na
or they touch
you. Or they touch you.
That's the point I wanted to.
Okay, so you can still give money. It doesn't matter how much.
Okay. You can still give money, or you can anything that you friends at that time you can do for him.
But I just maybe say uchiremu ye. Ye wonko phobia omo worry at the four pa. E to da. Koma nisika kitikiti bi cry now ferry. So can it come? You say cash and kind. Minim obia catch them say my husband minim nikunu so Ghana ha obi o skapa but o catch them say nikunu a certain kind of dress no achede a oye ni say wano o my pam one of the very best not their money kunu so that be a Monday bi nikunu ko so gina ha I say sweetheart I have something for so nikunu any so because ono no always covered on to the no quite be as what you say.
Yes.
So a woman who prefers giving in kind. No, is that also acceptable?
Oh yes, it's acceptable. But enye yesika na bi na ekon.
Sika na bi
enye yesika na bi na ekon. Atade afam say etua aka. Enye yesika na bi na ekon. Wo mo ami.
Mabo
me share me gyina ma me hwe me say rade na de. Atade bi no e de say ukuna oyira to atade mo say.
Na wa she.
Na afata na
Rade. Obehwe sa. Even if your wife buys you a boxer short,
and one
become one of your favorite boxer shorts.
Aye.
E me ma di some ye kedu we.
Enya de kese. But what we are trying to say is say e man in ma wu nsem nya den say according say ukunu wo sika nti. Empo achede empo te say bia beto bibi. Eja che no krampo ye den. Na say would as one say. We bia be that say wo dia wo nya hwe mu ukunu. Ahuche especially
birthday unfi no. Valentine or try mani kunu di aba.
Especially in a case where say bia more embark on capital expenditure. Ebi am to den na mu si den na mu ye bibisa edisika bibisa disika ko ma emma etisika ko ebi akunu nim so oyere no pa nti ama ni sika sama ye den akofo o mu ebi na say o samrin in that times that time they be na bit me afford the last month school fees and I bit me afford the books any of those things and o ye boa ekunu kura
baby me ba obabi o ha ebi ani kunu na ye bibia ofre no no oka say maame mani swade hunu ni enti say ehun yam se bia me si dan be say me resource tin na kom onsusu ehwe fie ni ade a ya na koy because obi beka san obesi fie ya wie beka say wonko a na wasi are there certain parameters we can follow to ensure say oba no so akoma better because in a lot of cases remember be brave oba friend ni na ka say maame say ya to asase me pese me hya ase esi enti wonim me sika nyina e ko wa be hu say me isi na onso so bomodin ahwe fie for now and no I was here since Ankrata bi and I say GD asem keke.
Let me use a very funny statement.
Okay.
But we just said something a while ago. The structure determines the strategy. Yesterday our structure say we'll have a pool account that will send put money into it, which mainly for capital expenditure. Emunye use capital asase.
Of course.
But you be no more was a joint account no.
So you be an it's where we are saying okay so now ye ni sa no so the structure determines the strategy now so omuni sa bi eti omuni sa bi ntino omuni sa no se mi ye si dan ya fati as say usika ye msika nti ye sika eti say ye sika dia ye na ye si dan no enya mi na mi si dan no every money that is going into is our money
and to patch say answer na bia ye beka say ye beto asase ni those things we should have that kind of agreement. Say if you say no you discuss the
one me na meto asase some be ye joint account so I bought the land meto asase no me ko papers no I was no me dey din be neto so
e bia na nko a una to ye
na meto but enya me nko am din na so
now sabra no wa worry
so okay fine so na me worry dia na me din na so so ma worry friends say ma worry dia ye mienu din na wa asase no so me worry na ye friends say ye worry na ba be ye dia eti no edana ye friends edana yisi na ye dan enya me dan e may be that masase am told that but edana enya me dan
Ye mienu
ye dan
me na me pese me bisapo efa and it comes from now can comes from the joint the pool of a year ye ni na ye nti at the end of the day no se de bia de bibi tumu ye wa asase a ye kwa akosi so dan ye hwa na ye kokoye because that's our future plans sana wo keni mama misa about the finances that we extend to people that are not in our nuclear
okay
because edru baby a obenya bibia o de gidigidi opeso de kofie se omo ware na se bibi ewo akire na se obema koma ne de kakra petimi kokofa asem kakra de ba it ya no sano how do we solve that financial extension because ebedru baby no na emwa kakra wo se koyechi
yes oye den ya ofefie bi never
sir
obi hwe obi tete obi bo honka obi mia ukuro bi ene ne wa be de wa yi enti no untimi nka se oye ankonam se obi yesi obi hwe ma o si fifi a onso hwe no ma ne si tutu pempenso a wodru no e wo se wo ye den a wotire ye tire nsa ko yechi I always go back and say sika so de ye bia se ye kwasra wo maame a ye sra no kwampa so
sanity
ye kwasra maame a ye sra no kwampa so whatever that we are doing it will affect our own finances yenye yimu because yimu de ni breba
sa
enti yenye yimu se ba se yakosra ma me na yakosra ne shepe na ba se yakosra me ma me na
yako kakra bia ebi kra with nothing ah eja wan na pay we
edi any breba
sa
but yet ya to was say oh ye nim se bosumi you be akosra ma me maybe 500 ni akosra ma me 500 ya dey ya kan that order
eja conference bi ba answer na ewure be fi no ye ni conference no ho nkomo kakra
friends, Love Works singles and married, singles and couples hangout. Nyami Adume Baso on 17th December. Pillar 2 Church of Pentecost English Assembly. Yes.
Eja can be almost say
Love Works singles and marriage seminar.
Love Works.
Yes.
Singles and marriage seminar.
Yes.
Pentecost. Pillar 2. English Assembly.
English Assembly.
Baso Dabeng.
On the 17th.
17th see that being
Sunday.
Oh, okay. To
see that 4 p.m. to 8. I could say yeah small dinner ma. Our for ni omo we are hanging out.
Obi ba ade na onhwe se besi wo ho.
Oh, ya to nsafre Dr. Philip Kosa on the chairman of Church of Pentecost Council Committee. And ya to nsafre Uncle Dumata.
Oh, Uncle Dumata.
Yes.
Me am papa.
And Councillor Perfect and so to
baho any ampaye edwa wo ho ya discover o gate ya discover o gate
ya very saying our for no 150 and na omo wan ye 80
ebusanfo ya ni Elder Oppong Kyekyeku oye marriage counselor o san expert e ba no awarefo si kasemu oboa e ma awarefo bebre tumi tena se e draw no ma bi kan wa drum omo draw normal amaskasem etodin emasumdwe ba ware mu ene oni ebedi nkomo efa se ne be ye betutu esi kasem ho na nkomo na ye de pi mmeka me woni emfa sida kese pa emaye papa yi ne yenka so nyankopon ya adoma 17th e ba beta wa chi pa ebusafo obi di na woda ene wudi wa woda mini kan ema wa woda pa ne utiri nkwa esere se urade ntu plate mu ye ko afi ye wieye na o ma oska bebre na o ma nkwa bebre na yenua Sarah na ofa bia dakun udi wawoda happy birthday to you beautiful. Ooh. Sarah happy birthday na yesre so onyankopon ento nkwanemu na oma wunyini enche we firi adoma ho adoma say happy birthday to you.
Anyway, let's go straight and send a message so me can for a Rehoboth boutique edemo Rehoboth boutique tell me can be able to me from 0244 993 430 0244 993 430 0244 993 430 Rehoboth boutique ewo ye kwashiman ahemfie ni opposite pe udru school junction ona take akra bi abronsan na se na obehu ye Rehoboth boutique cemetery center papa be call conference weddings all the occasions that you want to be at this festive season or see you are covered in no feel free choose everything your favorite color is there to Rehoboth boutique ewo kwashiman I'm no opposite do well and go and take something as lovely as what I am wearing okay meeting Eddie Baby Dapa has been a wonderful show and a very good knowledgeable se makabro funi ya e wo se otimi hwe biribi nne e wo se otimi jai biribi nne na wo sese biribi nne e wo ye finances mu in any sort of relationship that you find yourself especially in your marriage. Thank you so much and nyame ya adomo a ochina e holiday no we would have a blast on the show Joy.
Alright, for year damasi na me da mama G asi so ma me top kama e mama G si me kan che kala bia ope bra to do opposite the GT Bank oba ha omwayi ne new krama mediani joy wealth in yedamwase se mo hwe ochina Farmers Day special mo meka hu na mbehu bibi wa ha yedamwase yakramo